What's up, y'all? Y'all know it's very rare I come on camera and bless y'all with my charm and good looks. And well, I think it's about time the ladies see me again. You know, they've probably been missing me. Oh, my 13% female following out there. No, but this video is always do. I always get out of all my inboxes. It's always one idiot or two idiots that always come around every month, no matter how good the fights have been, and we've been having some great fights. But then you always get that boxing is dead. You know, it's like here we go again. Granted, the next person don't really know the sport that well as far as the casual fans, but boxing is getting what it needs. I mean, let's take it from where we are right now. How many of you guys would have known who Mike Alvarado is, or to be interested in seeing him? Ruslan Provodnikov. You wouldn't have wanted to see him, or wouldn't have known who he was, basically for another 2 to 3 years. A lot of people say boxing is dead. They don't know anything about the sport. They don't know what the problem was in boxing that led to the point where boxing was at a point where it's going to be shut down almost. Not completely shut down, but a lot of money was being lost and going towards MMA and everything else. Um, Here's the problem. The problem was there were a lot of people working individually to try to make things happen for their own company instead of for the state of boxing. And you kind of got that now, but then there's a lot of sacrifices being made too because they have to. That they're doing things that they don't want to do, but they have to do it because they gotta save the pot. You gotta save the sport so that you can make your money later down the line. Example: in the past, you've seen fighters fight a couple of ducks in a row on major networks like HBO, and they get a lot of soft touches. And the soft touches normally happens, not say we don't, but we don't normally see soft touches on the big scale where it's so one-sided. The guy just comes in to blow a guy out who really didn't have a chance or shouldn't have even been there that night. And that's what was happening in the past. And then they'll build a fighter up off of how impressive he beat down a guy with no experience at all. What happened was, in 2007, all of the spectrum of getting away with that type of mentality and the way you build your athlete up in the major spotlight, using a major network to distribute that kind of garbage, you know, to the mainstream public on the big stage is not supposed to happen. When you go on HBO or something, it should be a competitive fight where both sides have an equal chance of where they would think so. Instead, it was one guy versus a guy who looked like he just put on gloves for the first time that afternoon. And with a couple of those fights, you know, people are disinterested. And that led to a big problem in the sport. Now, what happened was social media started to change. We started to see more and learn more quicker. Instead of writers telling us what was good, what was great, and we had still pictures, due to the fact of YouTube, we're able to watch fighters train, we're able to see videos, so we're able to see these guys come up on their own to the point where we almost didn't need the writers. You see, writers sensationalize and make a story and put their own words and their own twist to it. So when you see a story written by a writer or a journalist, he might tell you a story but have it worded in a way where he thinks it's going in his own opinion. But you would take his opinion as fact. And that's how they mislead and use disinformation to confuse you and go in the direction they want. And then, of course, they get taken care of with perks for making this fighter look good, and or this fighter look bad, or their fighter here looking good, or their gym looking good. So then, they take care of the writer, and they make sure the writer gets a lot of good things that I guess he needs. So things have changed since the emergence of UFC, and UFC started getting sponsorships and the lights. But like the World Series of Poker, it is dying down because their stars are gone, and they didn't do a lot in as far as building the future in the sport. These guys were getting hurt, injured, and it happens in that sport. But it happens so frequently that they were losing events, closing bouts out, and then people just like, it's okay. There's only so much you can give people. Like, you could show people world's greatest knockouts. Bam, 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 ooh, that's a sick knockout, but it doesn't resonate with people. Because people don't know who they are. They're just random people giving knockouts. So you need something to resonate. That's why substance always beats just a regular flash. Like, oh, you got to have somebody that resonates with style that you can say, oh, I saw Floyd Mayweather get a knockout. Or I saw Floyd outbox this guy. Or I saw this instead of saying I just saw some guy knock this guy out cold. You get what I'm saying. But look at 2013 for boxing. You guys got all the fights you basically never asked for, but they were great matchups and great fights. Had a lot of them this year that were made that probably wouldn't have been made. You probably would have never saw Tim Bradley providing a call. You probably would have never seen, what was the other fights that we had? Rios and Alvarado, the rematch. We've had a couple of good fights this year. And then you're going to see Adrian Broner, Madonna, Danny Garcia, Lucas Matisse, Floyd, Canelo. Right there, of those three fights right there could wrap up a year. Now you're going to see Brandon Rios fight and Manny Pacquiao, action fights. Then you're learning about fighters like Leo Santa Cruz. It's actually people that know him. Now, if you say Leo Santa Cruz, they go, oh, okay. This is a guy that really, he just started really getting featured just a couple of fights ago. And he was on undercards and everything, but he's exciting. And people get to see it, and because of social media, you can go back and watch it again and again and again. And they didn't have that in the past. You just had to read articles and be like, man, yeah, this is what happened. Ooh, unless you recorded the fight or they brought it back on HBO, you couldn't really watch it. So now you get to see things over and over and over again, and that's how people get blown up to proportion. And other people, it's harder to erase an image or a night that you wanted to forget if you had a bad night. Somebody gets knocked out or whatever, like Chad Dawson, you can't go on social media for 2 months. You gotta wait till it die down before you can go back on there, because your picture's gonna be on World Star Hip Hop and all these different outlets, so it's not even worth going online. But you get my point, is what I'm trying to tell you. Boxing's not dead, it's not hibernating, it's fine and well. And, hey, it is what it is. It's your boy Carcino, I'm out. And I'm going to tell you right now, the movie Two Guns is worth seeing. The best buddy cop movie since 48 Hours. Hands down. The best buddy cop movie since 48 Hours. Now, my movie channel is all going to go to this thing called One Crack. One word. ONECRAK. Go to One Crack, and that will be all my movie reviews. This whole YouTube channel is going to be movie reviews. Anything about entertainment, movie, it's all going to be over there. A lot of you don't know I'm just as connected in the movie industry or film industry, entertainment industry, as I am into boxing. That's why you see I got movie posters up, because I'm really connected with the Regal Cinema, and I mean by the high office. You know, I'm blessed to have that opportunity to go to premiere movies and see these movies, and I love movies. And you're going to see a lot of exciting new films come out, and a lot of repeats that's coming out. So, I'm very excited about it, and if you do go to a movie, make sure it's a Regal Cinema movie. Free plug for you, Cliff. And I'm going to go ahead and get some sleep because I'm completely exhausted. And the other guy asked me, what do I do for a living? I make money for a living. I mean, seriously, I make money for a living. That's it. That's all I could tell you. It's all that you need to know. My bills are paid. Everything's paid for. Car paid off. You know, everything's all right. And y'all have a great day. And Beats and Rhymes, y'all was supposed to call me for a debate, and y'all didn't call. Y'all beat my head in about a debate. Y'all wanted to call and debate. I said fine. Y'all said it was going to be yesterday around the same time. Y'all didn't call. Y'all didn't leave a message. Y'all didn't text. Y'all didn't do nothing. Y'all wanted to debate Rigondeaux. Remember that. Y'all wanted to be, I'm telling the whole world, A-World, Beats and Rhymes, and E&J, and the rest of them wanted to debate with me. And I said, pick the subject. It don't even matter. Y'all can call me whenever. I don't need to go on the internet and prep. I told y'all to get ready. And then you come see me when y'all ready. And y'all said y'all was going to be ready yesterday. No call. If y'all realize that it's a failed mission, I understand. You know, it just became too great for you. But I understand. Trust me, I do. I understand. There's no wiggle room to try to score points in a debate with Rigondeaux. I understand that. You guys chose the wrong subject. It's like Jeopardy. You chose the wrong topic for 500, Phil. Yes, I understand. Go to something safe. Go to Pacquiao or, I don't know, Ali, Tyson. Something safe. That's not a safe topic. You are not going to out-debate me on Guillermo Rigondeaux. No. So, if you're going, hope you guys are hitting the books, and when you guys finish, you can come back, and I'll send you back to the books. Peace.